Welcome to Fourth and Jawn Quarantine Stream Live. How y'all doing? Are you happy Fourth?
Happy Fourth.
Happy Fourth.
Yeah.
It's a holiday weekend.
Happy Fourth.
Can't be upset.
How's your weekend's been? I know everyone's been getting out a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Y'all are playing it safe, wearing your mask, right?
Of course,
Absolutely.
of course. We're doing our part to make sure we got some football in 2020, man.
But isn't it crazy that you've seen people out there like wilding out, not wearing masks? Like,
Oh yeah.
the most
go out in their way.
Yo, just wear your mask, man. I'm trying to see some football this year. At this rate, I don't know if we're gonna get football back. But how are you guys feeling about the season so far? You guys feel like we're always about 50-75% on the season.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things that over the next couple weeks we're going to see how all these states are really reacting. If their numbers start to spike, if everything seems to trend downwards, I think that the chances of us playing is very good. But if everything starts to go on the uptick again, obviously that they're going to have to consider pushing those things back, if not canceling.
Now, Evan, what's it say on the back behind you on the?
Well, you see, the discussion tonight that we're going to be talking about is the top 25 Eagles players on the roster. We're talking talent-wise, because we could easily go chalk it and just break down the positions and evaluate. Obviously, the quarterback is the most important position, but we're looking at the who we regard as the top 25 most talented players on the roster, and I want everybody to respect the kicker. Jake Elliott, listen, you look at the most points scored in NFL history, it's all kickers. I say this tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, Jake Elliott is not the top 5 player on the team. I'm making a joke here. However, respect the kicker. I stand by the hashtag.
Shout out to Paul. What's up, Paul? Happy Fourth. What's up, Mel? Good to see you.
You're trying to respect the kicker, but you're making a joke about him. That's not right, Evan.
Hey, yo,
making a joke. I'm trying to bring Trox. It's called bringing awareness. I'm bringing awareness to the inevitable
awareness.
Disrespect of Jake Elliott that's going to take place tonight.
Now, I'm fully aware that Trox is back, better than ever. He's always in some weird random place. Where are you right now, Trox?
I took last week off, man. It's nice to be back with you guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you guys and been on the broadcast and having this football discussion with you guys. I'm
bushes did you wake up
watching
in
the
this morning?
sunset. What, this morning? This morning I woke up with my kids, made them breakfast. They went to their mothers, and then I played 36 holes of golf and had about 12 waters today. It's the only way you could survive today on the golf course.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay? How
And
you doing?
let's just
Jay,
do it.
what up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yo, so
I melted out there as well.
Prime, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's been a crazy 3 days. 3 days well rested from work. It's been a busy week at work. Got the chance to go ahead and catch up with doing a lot of things in the house.
Yeah, I see.
Was able to bring out a lot of
beautiful.
memories from back in the day and bring them back out the light, and feel good about that, man. Especially with getting my own place and a bigger place, so I could be able to do that. So
Prime got a new house, new crib,
My man.
and he's got a man cave that's in the works. We haven't seen that yet, but he shared some photos of his garage, and take a look at this. That seems like you have.
What up, dog? Let's go with the Nerf Wars, baby.
We could have.
What's your go-to there, Prime? What's
My
the go-to weapon on the rack?
The rival that's like in the dead center on the left hand side.
Yep.
That's my baby right there. That right there.
The red one?
That right there is taking everybody.
The red
out.
one?
The red one right there. That's right.
So what we need
That's
to
it.
do is get Dallas Goedert and Avonte Maddox. We got to go head to head.
Let them know. Let them know.
There
you go. There it is.
I
Now
want
you got
Dallas
the prime
Goedert to
now.
have no contact until he has to do week 1. No contact for Dallas Goedert, bro.
A nice little added.
Nothing.
You had a nice little. Explain this.
Yeah,
That's a nice
man.
item.
Shout out to Cindy.
That's that.
How you doing?
That's that old school Reggie White that was given to me by my cousin who actually put me onto the Eagles many years ago. But I've kept that ever since. And then I came across it when I was taking all these old memories that I had out. So when I saw that, I figured I had to share that with you guys because that's a Reggie White classic right there.
If I saw that and you went in the other room, I'd probably steal it.
Yeah.
I would. But
kudos for keeping that on lockdown, like keeping
Yeah,
that thing
man.
looks fresh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but
if it would have been even nicer if it stayed in the box, but you know what I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I've been just chilling myself. I've been seeing family. It's been great seeing loved ones.
It's not the only thing you've been saying.
You know, did a little. I would say hiking. I was eating a hoagie.
Look at that thing, dude.
About to
big
step
ass
on a
snake,
rock,
bro.
I threw that on the timeline. Obviously, someone said that was a pregnant northern snake. I don't know.
Nah, it looks like that snake just ate something and it's hanging out in there. And he's waiting to digest it.
I threw a pizza hoagie at him. He didn't move though, so I thought. So I was like, all right, I'm good. You know, I'm good.
He was just big chilling up there.
Big chilling.
You go the other way, or did you try getting over top of him?
Bro, I backed the fuck up.
Damn right.
That would have ended my damn day.
I'm not trying to get killed by, like, I've survived so far in the quarantine. Now you get killed by a snake.
That would be such a random way to go out as well. And not to mention, we actually this past week we had a wedding. People that were brought together through the 4th and Jawn tailgate.
Yes.
From F1 to the wedding bells.
F1 to I do.
Yes. Yeah. To Kelly and Justin, congratulations.
Congrats.
Had a beautiful wedding. And
congratulations.
They're the 4th and Jawn OGs. Met at the tailgate. So they 4th and Jawn, bringing people together. Creating lifelong relationships.
I mean, talk about success. That's success right there. Getting married.
It really is.
You know what I mean?
And you end up finding another Eagles diehard out there. I mean, that's what I think
luck.
A lot of single Eagles fans are looking for.
What's that called?
Luck.
That's called luck.
That's called luck.
But
we wish them the best.
Yeah, wish you guys
good luck, everybody.
Absolutely.
But tonight's show really is really a group project.
Congratulations.
You know, like, obviously, we were going to do this episode, top 10 Eagles, the most important Eagles for the Eagles to get back to the Super Bowl. And then shout out to the dudes at Eagles Brawl. They did a podcast on the top 20 Eagles. And I was like, you know what? We'll wait till the following week to do our little project. So tonight, it's the top 25 Eagles. And we're going to do this as a group. It's going to be a group project. So we're bringing in the big guns. So you guys in the comments, this is really about you guys too. You guys have a say on this. So
hold us in check.
We're bringing in one of our other homies from AZ to the stream. And I'm also going to be throwing the invite in the chat as well. Like, if you guys want to come jump on the show, you know, you want to argue your point, here's the point to do it.
Tim, how you doing, brother?
What up? What's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Damn.
You still got the sun up?
It's 113-degree weather, you know.
God. Did you spend July 4th inside or outside? You stayed in the AC, right, man?
Surprisingly, I was outside. I was outside of my pool. It felt like backwater though, so I was like, you know.
You look a shade dark.
Hey,
you look a shade darker.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, hey, I stayed in the shade, so I got I got like umbrellas everywhere because I can't be dark as like Wesley Snipes, bro. I can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walk in the streets and all you see is my teeth and my eyes. That's a scary thing, bro.
So getting back to the list here, this is going to be a group project here. We need everybody's minds to come together here.
Yeah.
So our top 25 Eagle players, obviously, number one.
The ginger.
Who do we got at number one?
I mean, does anybody even need to question it? It's that guy. Number one ginger in the division. That's chalk, right? Like that. There's no discussions about that.
Yeah, you can't really get into that one.
I think number two is kind of chalk as well. You fellas would say Big Fletch.
I like it.
Yeah, I would go there.
I'm looking at the list. I think Fletcher Cox. Who's Tim? Is that your head? You got headphones in?
Yeah, I got my headphones in. Hold up.
You guys hear me?
I'm hearing a double echo. So Fletcher Cox, I mean, I feel like, he's one of the most important pieces on the defense. I feel like, he's a guy that gets the disruption right up the middle. Always, he sets the tone. You get a sack from Fletcher Cox in the middle in the start of a first quarter. I think he sets the tone for the defense. Mm-hmm. Is Fletcher Cox the tone setter for the Eagles defense?
Absolutely. He's a penetrator. He's a guy that draws two anytime he's on the field. A guy that just, absolutely is the dominant force of our defensive line, and there's no real mistake about it. He's the number one guy on that D line. He's pushing everybody forward, and I think he's kind of the whole heartbeat of that front seven.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
So according to our list, we have Carson Wentz at number 1. Mm-hmm. Fletcher Cox at number 2. Now number 3 on our list. Right. I mean, right now we have guys penciled in. So if you guys feel like we're out of line here, jump in. Number 3, Evan, who do we got?
We've got our man Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson, and there's no. We don't have a Lane Johnson graphic to pull up at the moment.
Hey, put Trox's bald head on there.
We don't have a.
There you go. This Lane Johnson.
There we go.
Right there. Mr. Lane comes in.
I couldn't hear you guys for about 90 seconds.
That's all right. You're there.
Now? I couldn't hear you guys for about 90 seconds. Hey guys.
We hear you now. So we're on the number. We're on the number 3 player. Lane Johnson. Does everyone agree with Lane Johnson around the table?
You went Carson Wentz, Fletcher Cox, and now Lane Johnson?
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think he's the best. He's the best right tackle in the league. In my opinion.
Yeah, and he's regarded as that among the people that he goes up against. You look at him going up against like a guy like Khalil Mack. He's just always consistently, and you know what the shame of it is, and it was brought up in the comments, is that honestly Brandon Brooks would probably make this top 5. That was Bleed Green Hive had mentioned that in the comments, just about like if he were healthy, he's probably another. We would probably have 2. Offensive linemen, I would think, in our top 5.
Back to back?
Yeah.
Back to back. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, it's a shame that he's not here, man. I mean, we really could use.
We're gonna feel that loss.
Yeah,
we're gonna feel that loss.
Sucks. That sucks.
Bro,
sucks.
you see how beast he is. Where he had surgery the next day, he goes and does
he's rolling.
He's still doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
no big deal. Yeah.
And so moving back to the list, I think number 4, at least the one that we had discussed prior to the show, we have Carson as our number 1. You got to put his number 1 target up there, and in the top 5. Do we not, Mr. Zachary?
Zach Ertz. I mean, you can't go wrong with this pick right here, because I feel like Zach Ertz is, a reliable. He's been a reliable playmaker for Carson Wentz over the years. He's a guy that's on the same page with Carson Wentz. So I feel like,
it's the go-to guy. It's the go-to guy for him all the time. Why not?
I feel so dirty if I'm being honest, because I used to ride the Zach Ertz trade train. I used to ride that for a little bit, low key. I was riding the subway. I wasn't above ground with it. It was more of a value thing. I always have this thought around like draft time where I'm like, Zach Ertz is coming off of a career year last year, and it feels like every year he comes off of a career year type year. And I thought that he really couldn't just keep that momentum. But him and Wentz have really built a rapport. They're really comfortable together. The dude catches everything that is thrown his way. You know what I mean?
I wasn't worried about.
I had thought of first round picks. That's what I was thinking of.
First round.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about Zach leaving. I was just worried about Julie leaving. So
yeah,
that's why. That's why he has to stay.
This guy.
That's why he has to stay. He has to stay.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar, that is actually Julia Ertz's husband. That's not just Zach Ertz.
We got a comment on Twitter. People hate on Zach. He's a huge part of this team. Cindy chimed in. She said Ertz. Shout out to Paul. He already has his top 11 in, but he has Wentz, 1, 2 Ertz, Cox 4, Sanders 5, Jack 6, Peters 7.
Am I getting punked right now?
Elliott 8.
All right.
Johnson 9.
He said
Whiteside is not.
Wow, he put Whiteside as number 9.
He's the number 1 wide receiver. We got him on the team.
Yo, that's a joke. That's a joke, guys. That has to be a joke, right?
Get punked.
He's like, come on.
Shout out to Desert Eagle.
I like it, but come on.
Hey.
So right now we're on number 6,
4.
right?
No, Zach Ertz was 4.
Okay, number 5 we had where?
Number 5,
the guy behind
a new addition to the team, someone that we have been dying for this position for far too long. Mr. Darius Slay, the new addition.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about that? I mean, finally have a guy that locks down the outside, a guy that can go up against the number 1 wide receiver, a guy that you don't have to worry about getting burnt like some toast, man. I'm so sick of these cornerbacks. Getting burnt, man. I'm so sick of it.
We can't,
too soon.
Let's not put the expectations on him like that.
Yeah, too soon.
No,
man.
I expect him to come into this team and be a top 10 cornerback in the league. That's
too soon, bro. We had the number 1.
Darius Slay loves himself some Darius Slay, brother.
We traded for the number 1 defensive back years ago. And what did he end up being?
Oh my God.
All right. Hold on. So you're on the train of like this is.
Don't you put that bad juju on him. Don't you put that juju on him.
I'm not putting no juju, but you can't put him top 5.
He's going to be sitting in the parking lot eating sandwiches.
Putting him on Nambi though? Come on.
I'm not doing the comparison thing. I just said you can't go all in. When you got to see how it goes, man. You got to see how it goes.
Shut down.
That's all right. Put me in the bathroom.
Gail, speak some truth, man.
Gail.
Speak some truth on that, Gail. We haven't heard
it.
Bring this in.
Now, is this too early?
Yeah, I want to hear Gail's this on it.
Is this too early for Slay?
Damn right.
No.
I mean,
who would you put in replacement?
Top 5.
I'm trying to bring him up right now.
I know who he's gonna say.
Yeah, I would put Elliott.
Prime. We know who you stand for, bro.
My man.
Yeah, my man Nate.
My man.
So, Gail, who would you bring up? If not
you
Darius,
gotta respect the contributors. You have to respect the contributors. Team contributors, you have to respect.
What about Jason Kelce here?
White Snake is a team contributor.
I would even go with Jason Kelce, man.
Okay, all right.
That's a lot.
So follow that.
You hear that, Prime? You heard that, right?
Deshaun Jackson.
even D-Jax, you know what I mean? But I mean, like, bro, all I'm saying is you gotta give. Like, I'm not playing Slay out, but we've been down that road before, and those other people that have done it to us have not made this any easier on us. You know what I mean? I just no,
because look at Kelce holds that the communication together.
Okay,
line.
Do we make a change then? Is it Kelce or D-Jack?
You know how important it is to have Kelce in front of Wentz holding that offensive line together.
That's the face of that's the face of your the interior offensive line, man. That's the guy that's got to pull more weight now. I mean, Gail, you know what? Now the more
number 5,
the more that I think about it, with Brandon Brooks going down in the interior of the line, he's got a lot of weight that he's got to pick up now. That's a lot of slack. Where Brandon Brooks being right next to him, being one of the top guards in the league, he definitely helped Jason Kelce out. That's something that can't be disregarded. So whoever ends up replacing Brooks, is he going to, how are him and Kelce going to mesh?
Yeah, it's funny. We got Kanye Red Collins. He said healthy Djax is top 5. He says y'all crazy. Now you just mentioned in your obviously I'm a Djax stan, but you just mentioned in the sentence right before healthy Djax. So that's where on the list he drops down because we don't know how healthy Deshaun Jackson is.
Mm-hmm.
Right
now,
it's one of those things that's a toss up.
Now, just correct me. This is top 25 for this season, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Djax. So, I'm there with the Djax.
Have we made a decision? What are we? So we made a decision on who's.
So let's be democratic here, and let's put it to a vote. We got the 5th position. We got to vote between 3 people. You got Darius Slay, Jason Kelce, Djax.
Oh, hold on. Say it again.
Damn, can you say you're arguing Djax, right?
What
I would.
Okay.
I would go.
3.
So
that's the 3.
Hold on. I would go 5 Kelce, 6 Djax, 7 Slay. That's me.
Wow.
At least top 10. At least it's top 10.
So you said you went Kelce, then Djax, then Slay?
Yes.
Kelce, Djax, then Slay. I like the idea of having 2 offensive linemen in the top 5.
Gale's leaning that way too, isn't he?
I could put Slay over Djax.
I'm pretty,
because he's CB1. He's a CB1. He's healthy.
I wish I could say Djax. I wish I could say Djax right now, right away. I wish I could.
All right, I think that's a good compromise. I think Kelce, Slay, Djax.
I think Kelce, Djax, Slay is nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Kanye, if you were his doctor, let us know. That's the truth. That's
that 100,000%. Is that 100,000?
He said, "Shut up."
100,000% healthy. Yeah.
Kanye does not like D Slay.
Hold on. You're telling us to shut up. But what is it that you're deciding? Where you at with D Slay?
I mean, my thing. I just said it. The health.
No. I'm talking to.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm talking to him.
Yeah,
I'm letting him know. So he can respond. He can respond to that. Exactly. He has to prove himself. Thank you. All right, we're good.
King Austin saying Kelce in the 5 spot.
So all right. So right now the vibe is Kelce at 5, Slay 6, Djax 7.
That's what Paul's saying. That's where I stand. I think
and that's okay. I mean, Kanye,
I'm fine with that.
You can agree to disagree, but in terms, again, I'm telling you, I am the biggest Djax stan here. I just feel like in terms of him being healthy, if he was healthy, it'd be a different story.
I agree.
I'm okay with him and Slay flip flopping. I'm okay with that. I can work with that.
All right, now, like this is where the conversation really starts to take a turn. This is, you could. I feel like the first 4 are kind of chalk. There's no real debate about it, but now it kind of comes into personal preference once we get down to 8. Where do you guys stand? Offense, defense. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 offensive players so far through the first 8.
That's funny because we haven't even mentioned Miles Sanders either.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but then you have
you still got 8, 9, and 10. You still got 8, 9, and 10.
Miles Sanders is definitely top 10.
Miles Sanders still being up there in the top 10.
How about the P League bringing up BG?
That's what
you still got 3 spots. You still got 3 spots, bro.
We still got 3 spots, though.
Yeah, you still got 3 spots to be in the top 10.
Okay. So
hold on. Somebody says Djax was 7, right?
On my list, on the
8,
official list, I've got so far, I've got Djax at 7.
Yeah, well, Gail is struggling.
Yeah, you're anything. It's so tricky.
Because I'm thinking potential, right? Miles Sanders, he had a breakout year last year. I feel like he's going to take that to the next step. Djax, we already know what Djax is. You look at the first week of the season, you agree that he is a dynamic weapon when healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we putting upside above proven, but not healthy?
I get what you're saying. I think. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
Sorry.
As far as consistency is concerned, if I'm looking at between BG and who was the other we're looking between? DJX?
Yeah, BG, DJX, and Miles Sanders. I think.
Yeah, as far as it's a shame because it's definitely the health history thing that I kind of lean on. Like Djax, I think, can be one of the most explosive weapons in our entire offense, but it's just the can he stay healthy thing. BG is not really a guy that I think of that has really an injury history problem. You know what I mean? He's a guy that's consistently out there.
He's reliable.
He's a reliable player in that defense. And
now Paul Wades, he makes a number 8 Sanders and 9 Graham.
I like it. Paul.
I like that. I'm with him.
I like it.
Shout out to Paul. I'm with them on that one.
Oh, we got Sanders. We got Deshaun Jackson at 7, Miles Sanders at 8, Graham at 9.
Graham at 9.
DJX at 7, and then B Graham coming in at number 9.
Yeah.
Booby Miles. I mean, I'm glad to see, a player like him. Like it's so good. We talk for so long. It feels like, at least, about how the Eagles have missed in drafts, with draft picks and stuff like that. It's so good when you actually when they hit on one. You know what I mean? When you hit on a guy like a Miles Sanders, who we know that we've got his entire career still left to go, and he's proven so much already that he can be, a key cog in that offense.
Now, Paul Wade says Sanders gets an 8 for me, as we used him for the running game and passing game. He showed us that he can do it. Kanya. He says BG is a problem, but Sanders is a game changer.
I agree with that. I agree that. Well, I mean, the biggest game change of all in probably Brandon Graham's entire career was the strip sack, man. That's a game changer. Just saying.
I just think Miles Sanders. I think he's about to take it to the next level. So that's why he's in that top 10, because he's like. I feel like he's about to take it to the next level, and I also feel Djax, if he comes back healthy this year, he can give us so much.
What I'm eager to see is, since we're if we're leaning on kind of potential with this whole list, I'm eager to see where our new boy Jalen Reagor ends up on this list. I'm not saying right now, but I think he'll definitely crack the top 25.
Interesting. BG shows up every Sunday. Now I'm in the banner. I'm going to bring up I'm going to keep that ticker going with the players that we got. So Evan, where are we at now?
We are at number 10. Who's gonna be the final player to make the top 10 so far?
I'm just waiting for somebody to say Greg Ward.
We've got 6 on offense so far, and we've got 3 on defense.
Might as well throw number 7, a 7 offensive person up there.
You could even say you could say Javon Hargrave, maybe.
That's leaning, to me. That's leaning heavy potential, because I just haven't seen.
What?
I haven't seen it from him yet, as from an Eagle perspective.
But I mean, I'm saying, I feel like I think he's gonna bring. I don't know. I mean, there's guys who we got Derek Barnett out there. We have Malik Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Jalen Mills, Rodney McLeod.
Yeah, you said Alshon, right?
I'm gonna give it number 10 to the one who took a nice punch for us.
Dallas Goedert.
Gil, let me ask you a question, because I feel like I don't know enough about Javon Hargrave. If you were to compare him to Malik Jackson, how do they compare and contrast? Who do you think comes out on top between the two?
I feel like Hargrave is a beast, man. I feel like he's gonna lock down the middle. Tyler, we had Lane Johnson. We had number 3, right?
Lane Johnson's number 3, correct.
Garrett says Garrett Goddard round out top 10. See, this is where we're.
That would put that would put two tight ends in the top 10.
Bro, we got 2 tight ends that do their job. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Right. I hear you. And we have discussed in the past that, like, you know, what we at times we've regarded Goddard as a top 10 tight end in the league because it's got so diluted. It felt like I feel like the tight end crop really picked up last year throughout the league, but like going into that year, we really thought we had 2 top tight ends going into the league.
I mean, the comments are making sense. They got Goddard.
Yeah. All right. Dash Rank is saying that Hargrave is a light Geno Atkins.
Very light.
Yeah, I mean, and Hargrave's put in work, man. He's been putting in work.
Hey, I hear you, but once again, they got to prove themselves as an Eagle. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but we got Slay. We have Slay at 6. No?
I was the one arguing Slay.
Would you guys? We don't have a safety in here yet. Would you put Rodney McLeod above Goddard?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I like Rodney. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean. Shout out to Mama McLeod too. But
maybe top 15. He's top 15.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'll go with you, bro. Top 15.
Right. So should we determine Dallas Goedert for 10? Is that what the general consensus seems to be?
That was my pick. You 3 have to decide.
I'm about to go with King? Goddard, bro.
Goddard?
Yeah, I'm going with Goddard.
Gail?
Are we at number 10?
This is the 10th.
Yeah.
Man, dude. I like Hargrave over Goddard, but I mean, if the Hargrave is going to be a starter,
I'm not doubting that. I'm not. You're saying he's going to be a starter, like yeah.
Goddard's not going to. He's coming off the bench. Like, what's more important, your interior defensive lineman, who's going to get that, you know, beat the one-on-one, or Dallas Goedert.
He really could have a great opportunity to feast this year too. Like we said, with Fletch taking the double teams, like that could just open Hargrave wide open. He could burst onto the scene on this team. I hear your potential here, Gail. I hear it.
And we could be here till like 1 o'clock.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Gail, because I think Hargrave he's going to eat up a lot in that middle, and Fletch with them two, man, that 1-2 combo is going to be better than how it was with Fletch and Timmy Jernigan. Timmy Jernigan had a motor, bro, but Hargrave, like he's a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Right. So, I mean, I'm just looking at the chat. General consensus seems to be Goddard. You want to go Goddard, Hargrave? God, that was painful for Gail to come to.
I know he had a hard time.
This is those hard to swallow pills.
Well, this is the part of it's a group exercise. So, like, if the group has spoke,
the tribe has spoken. They just put out Hargrave's torch.
Who was number 5? Kelsey?
Number 5 was Jason Kelsey.
Number 6 was?
Number 6 was Darius Slay.
Slay.
Following Darius Slay was D-Jax. Boobie Miles at number 8. BG at number 9. Dallas Goedert rounding out the top 10. And then Javon Hargrave.
And then 10 was Goddard, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm adding the little stickers to the bottom.
There you go.
Oh, no.
There we go.
What is the chat here right now? I'm not even looking at the chat right now.
Chat is discussing. Well, I mean, the number one question is, Where is Trucks? I think they're looking for Dustin Trucks.
Yeah, where's Trucks? And
where's Trucks?
Who knows? He started the stream at a golf club and probably got kicked off. I mean, it is 10 of 10, so.
Or he went to go start another 18 holes.
Yeah, he might be doing another 18. Blowing the dark balls. So we're kind of around the middle of the list here. We've got it's still heavily offensive leaning here, with 7 and 4. 7 offensive, 4 defensive.
You kind of gotta expect the fact that we're going to have more offensive players in the high numbers because our defense is just changed.
Well, that was the thing when I talked to Gail prior to the show that I really wanted to get to the bottom of as well with ranking out this top 25. Is just, are we more of an offensive based team or defensive team? It certainly seems like we're definitely oriented around the offense, considering the top 10. Right. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just trying to see how well balanced of a team we really are.
Okay.
My thing is though, when you're saying like well balanced, I think it's well balanced when it comes to the trenches, because that's how you build a great football team through the trenches. You go through your offensive line, and your defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
2017, that was definitely shows of what happened.
Absolutely. No, I mean that's what they all say. Is that it all starts in the trenches, and you have a good offensive line to give your quarterback time to create holes for your running back. If you have a defense that can create pressure, get to the quarterback, and eliminate the amount of time that Darius Slay or whoever else is going to have to be covering, I mean, it all starts right there.
Yeah. Inside out. Build
Yes.
the team inside out.
Yeah.
So number 11 is
So number 11, I'm thinking defensively. I'm thinking we gotta start talking about. At least I hope that some more secondary guys end up there. What about? Is Rodney ready for the discussion yet? We got the Green Goblin coming up soon. How about Malik Jackson?
I mean, it's I mean, in theory, is he? It's a good question, man. That's a good question.
I don't think he should slide too far on the list, if I'm being honest.
But you can't put him over Hargraves because Hargraves is better than Malik Jackson.
But I still wouldn't put Hargraves.
Did we put Hargraves at 11? Did we?
Yeah, we put Hargraves at 11.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Who agreed to that? Who agreed to that? Who agreed to that?
Oh, it's Trucks.
Hey, Trucks.
Hey, guys.
No, so 11 Hargraves.
Terrible, sir. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, 11 is Hargraves, correct.
Wait a minute, hold up, because Gail says
so.
that was the compromise that we came to.
Bro, he's a beast, bro. Like he's a beast, man.
He was like, have you guys not watched Hargrave play?
I haven't seen enough of him. I know he's a great player. I haven't seen. I mean, he wasn't like he wasn't an Eagle prior to this, so I'm just not as familiar as I am with the Eagles that we've got.
So how about a little bit more argument from you too, then, buddy?
Hey, look at the updated number 11.
Yeah, look at Trucks' face. Trucks doesn't even agree with that.
Wow.
Yeah, what is?
Where are you at now, Trucks?
I'm in my car. I have absolute no service.
Did you get kicked off?
I'm hearing every other word.
Did you get kicked off the course?
Very frustrating.
This guy.
Well, have fun at
I
Wawa.
got to go to a Walmart parking lot just to pick up their service.
I thought you were going to say Wawa.
Hey, so
that's gonna be
all right, yo. Let's get it back together here. So number 11, we're going Hargrave, or we're talking you, the chat, Hargrave, or Malik, or
neither.
McLeod.
I go
Bro,
Rodney
who you
before
going for
both of
number
those
11
guys.
then? Who you
Huh?
going for number 11 then, bro?
I would go Rodney before both those guys.
Nah, he's declining.
Who's declining?
McLeod.
Rodney's declining?
He's on a 1-year deal, dude.
That's fine.
See,
I gotta go Hargrave, bro. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I
mean, it's already on the ticker.
That is very important position that he is playing, and he's playing next to a superstar where they're both going to eat. Like Hargrave gets after the quarterback. I'm telling you, this dude is a beast. Like I watched a little bit of Steelers game because my grandmother is a Steelers fan, and when I was like, dang, this kid, he's 26 years old. On top of that,
yeah,
he's a beast. The kid can eat. Especially with next to flesh, and then we got the rotating pieces.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this defensive line is going to eat.
I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm not, can we agree? Can we agree?
Paul has
when he doesn't pull his weight. You see this? You see this hand? This is going across all three of y'all.
Wham! So I kind of feel like for number 12 we stick with the defense.
King Austin
for me, go ahead.
King Austin says Rodney has to be significant since Jenkins left. Put him at 12.
Yeah, I think him and Malik are due to come up next.
Well, you think about McLeod as your starting safety. He's the foundational piece in the back end to hold that unit together. Malik is coming off the bench. He's a rotational piece.
Yeah, you got to lean towards Rodney in that case. Rodney's going to have more opportunities to make an impact.
This is a very hard project to do. It's not the easiest thing.
No,
it's not, because I mean it's going to even get harder as we go more and more down this this line.
Getting some Derek Barnett love.
See, this is where we get to the part of consistency. Barnett has been injured the last couple of seasons. Obviously, he has flash talent, but can he stay healthy? We're gonna put my man Cozy in the bathroom, Alex Singleton at number 12.
Yo, get that man out of here.
Put him in the bench.
Put him in the bench and twice.
All right. So I think the general consensus is Rodney.
I'm with Rodney.
Rodney. All right. Finally, starting to see some defensive pieces take over this list.
I'm gonna update the banner here. This is. I'm wondering when the first fight breaks out.
we kind of had one with me and Brian. At number 11.
All right, now
I think it's gonna rise.
I think
it's definitely going to escalate. It's definitely going to.
I think there's a man right now that feels
it's gonna rise.
I think there's a man right now that kind of feels like he's sitting in the bathroom, like he's not getting any respect on his name.
Outside, hey man, he did that to himself.
My man, yo. Don't disrespect.
I mean, when's my man Alshon gonna make the list?
Get it together.
What is the chat saying? What is the chat saying about Alshon?
Where does he stand?
Together.
They got great. This is what's going on over there.
Yeah, I knew bro. I knew it, bro. I called it.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't said Jalen Hurts yet.
I feel like it's really because, like, ultimately, Alshon
I hear every crunch, bro. I hear every crunch over there.
My bad.
Who'd you have?
I would put Alshon in this next spot, but what I was about to say was I think that Alshon Jeffrey it's a shame because he kind of has a lot of Eagles fans have a sour taste in their mouth whenever Alshon Jeffrey comes up. I feel like he is still a great talent, and that whole overarching kind of the Josina Anderson story just looms over top of him, and it's kind of hard to think about Alshon Jeffrey and not think about that, and that's why the disrespect exists.
So he would be. I still think there's two other people that could fill in the spot before he gets put on that list.
Mr. Scott?
No.
Not at all.
No. All right, so Prime, who would you put right here then?
Oh, I mean, you still got Jalen.
He's biting his tongue so hard right now, trying not to say Nate Carey.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard not to say Nate Carey.
Listen.
You know I'm going to say the white snake, bro.
But Hollywood heard in the bathroom.
That man gives 110%.
I'd like to know how did I end up in the bathroom?
I think we have to go either. You got Malik Jackson. You have
fair.
You have Nickel Roby Coleman. You have Derek Barnett. You have Jake Elliott.
How about Andre Dillard?
That's my dude, but
what do you mean? But this guy's he's got to be the future.
Yeah,
that's the investment that we put in him. He's got to be the future.
He needs some more time.
Understand? He does.
He needs some more time.
He does.
That's I
agree.
This is the time. This is the time.
Not trying to put jokes on his name and make him, the bad guy with the red nose. He needs some more time.
This is the time. His time is coming. His time is coming.
I think that it's very possible that the guy that was not his successor, his predecessor. I think he's probably not going to make this list. Do you think he will?
I think he's coming back.
Okay.
D Gunn has spoke and said that it's in the wings. This is possible. This is about to happen.
Okay.
But
so if JP's back, is he top 25 player on the team?
I could say that, but he's not on the team right now. So if we're going to be technical,
he's not on the team. So for the morning.
All right.
I think it's either Malik Jackson or Alshon, or Jake. It's hard to put a kicker up there.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, respect the kicker.
Her face lit up.
I'm not mad at that one. That man, we talked about it earlier, and he saved us a lot. He saved us a lot, man.
Because you're also talking we're talking about that clutch. We're talking about that clutch. That's Jake.
That 61-yard bomb that put everything in motion.
That's why you got to respect the kicker.
All right, so now Jalen Mills, he has the upside in the sense that he's a team player. He's good in the locker room. But he's changed positions, so there's a question mark there. Malik Jackson,
definitely a question mark.
Coming back from injury, is he the same person? Derek Barnett coming back from injury, is he the same person? So they're all in this. Derek Barnett.
Who?
Derek Barnett.
See, this is my problem with Derek. This is my problem.
Lay it on us.
His expressions and the way he goes about getting a sack, or just he just has that monotone face. He just gives me no
But
energy. I look at BG, I'm like, let's go. I can run through a brick wall.
But
what I see DBs is he's like a Derrick Rose.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to compare the two and say one is the other. But don't you think the Black Mamba was kind of that way? They was just he was a cold killer, and I don't think he really was big on the facial expressions or anything like that. Dude he was a killer, man. He was an absolute assassin.
But the thing about that, the Black Mamba will come through. Oh, I appreciate that.
For sure.
But the Black Mamba would have expression. He had that pissed off face. That's expression.
I got you.
You get a sack, it's like this. He has like the Kawhi.
Where are we going with this?
I'm just saying. I just don't think he's at this spot.
All right. So
it sounds like we're putting Derek Barnett in the bathroom.
No. I'm just saying top 15, but not.
No.
Right,
I'm with 12, you though.
Right?
Hey, listen, I'll be the one to push him to the bathroom. I don't care.
All right, so the Elliott consensus, huh?
Cindy has spoken too soon for either of them.
Too soon for either.
I guess I'll go Alshon.
Alshon?
I'll go Alshon. That's my vote.
So all right,
nobody shoot me.
We got we're deciding between three people, right? We got Alshon, Mills, and
yeah, damn, Hollywood needs to be put in the bathroom, bro. What's going on?
God, just trying to do a podcast here. So is Jake a part of that group or no? Or is it just, are we doing 13, 14? Are we doing 13, 14, 15?
Yo, I'm with Jake, man. I'm with Jake.
I could be okay with Derek Barnett here. I could be okay with Alshon here.
How? Oh my God! How?
I think I would rank Alshon above Derek Barnett as far as just.
Absolutely, but just not yet.
Because if you pick a kicker, that's like drafting a kicker in the third round of.
You over here sound like Al Davis.
Now let's be real about this. Do you think that there's potential for Rager to have a better season than Alshon? Could Rager be lumped in the conversation somewhere soon?
He's lurking in my top. He's lurking my top 16 already.
Okay.
Who?
Okay.
Rager.
Sounds like he's got Rager at 16.
All right.
He's in my top 20 at least. Rager.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
I'm gonna say we're going to put Malik Jackson.
See you in there.
Wow.
Pass me some TP.
All right.
I'm going Malik Jackson, number 13.
He's on the bench.
Low key cozy. I like all the people that are coming in here with their common sense, asking me to stay in the chat, not in the bathroom, acknowledging the hashtag. I think that's important here. I'm glad the awareness for the kicker is really growing tonight.
But I like this right here, Barnett, only because of the pocket pressure provided by defensive ends. You mean?
No, I think he's saying like the interior of the line is going to be easier for him. Like them. Taking all those bodies would be easier for Derek Barnett to get around the outside.
Fellas, the only thing that I remember Derek Barnett for is the.
We got God in the chat.
That's it.
Okay, we got to make a pick here. We got to pick.
Yeah, we got to keep it rolling.
Jake Elliott.
We'll put Jake Elliott at number 4.
I'm over here giving the honest with it.
I say Alshon for 13. I say Alshon.
Thank you, Herb.
I say Alshon.
Thank you.
Alshon. All right, that's 3. Alshon at number 13. Lucky 13.
Don't use my reference for that one. Hell
no. Mills 14. Is that what we determined?
Is he a starter though?
Jake Elliott.
I mean, as safety, do you think? I think he probably starts the season before Kayvon. Don't you think? We've been talking about for years. We've been talking about moving Jalen Mills to safety. Like that's been a thing that kind of gets brought up in discussion every offseason. And I want to actually see it. I want to actually see that take place.
Hey, what about Dillard though?
Dillard.
I mean, we're going on upside here.
Yeah.
We're going
I think Dillard comes before Mills. IMO.
You said Jake Elliott is number 14, right?
No, I don't have him in yet.
I could go Derek Barnett here.
What? What is it with you and Derek Barnett, bro?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah, is there something we don't know?
With Jalen Mills right here, because number 1, he has swag. Number 2,
swag don't.
You could tell the football. Well, hold on, let me finish. He brought a difference when he came back. We all know that. because our secondary was garbage for a minute until he came back. He brought everybody together. He held everybody responsible for their positions on the field.
Everybody else is but his own.
He has to, for real. I used to go through this to a man like that though. Gotta be more season. I'm sorry, David Mills. For me,
bro. Gail, how many times were we in the stands and we saw that he was about to get killed and burnt on plays? We were calling it left and right
because he played corner last year. He played a new position. I think he'll.
Gail, how many yards was he off the receiver?
10.
Yeah.
We got some hopeful people out there, man.
Yeah, we sure do.
I don't think it's going to happen, guys. The pockets aren't deep enough, but that guy would be top 5 if he were to find his way on this team.
Man, see, we have Malik Jackson, we have Jalen Mills, we have Derek Barnett.
Oh, you skipped Jake Elliott.
You have Derek Barnett. Don't say we have Derek Barnett. You have Derek Barnett.
We have Jake Elliott. Yeah.
Yes, we have Jake Elliott.
Look at him. This is exactly what I'm trying to bring awareness to. Look at Gail's face. This is exactly what I'm trying to.
Yo, let the people speak. Real talk. Let the people speak. Derek Barnett or Jake Elliott?
Derek Barnett or Jake Elliott?
Jake
chat.
Elliott.
We're looking for the answers from the chat.
That's right.
What is the chat saying here?
Jake.
Wow.
Elliott. Okay. 2 different people.
Well, wait for 2 more.
Pick the athletic kicker.
2 more votes. 2 more votes.
I'm not sure if you've seen Jake Elliott's golf skills.
Another one for
not just the golf skills. The man got The man has softball skills. Too.
I mean,
home run derby.
When you look at the creator, and the creator of all is weighing in on this, I think we really got to respect that.
Damn, bro! Look at all the Jake Elliott. Hey,
thank you.
Yo, I appreciate everybody respecting the hashtag. That's why I wanted to bring this up. Thank you, guys.
We have to keep it real. To this whole idea was to the chat and us. We're going to come together on this top 25. So the chat has spoken. They said Jake Elliott is
number 14.
It's not my pick. That is the chat's pick.
That is the chat. Okay, that is the determination of the chat. All right. Well, we got it out of the way, guys. Like, it's something we don't have to think about anymore. We don't have to talk about Jake Elliott. We got one last guy for the top 15.
That's got to be Derek Barnett or Malik Jackson.
I agree. Killing me. No, I agree with. I mean, that's what we were deciding from before. We're just at the next number now. I agree that it's got to be between those two, probably. Don't you think?
What two?
No.
Derek Barnett. What do you mean?
And Malik Jackson?
Yeah, you're starting.
I would put Dillard over Malik Jackson. Right
I would put Dillard over Malik Jackson and Derek Barnett myself.
I thought Dillard was in the discussion. I apologize. I would put Dillard in there as well.
Damn, man.
Potential. If you talk about potential,
yeah. You have been harping on potential here.
See,
so you talk about potential in the project lineup because he's our left tackle. Right?
I will put Barnett over Malik.
Yeah, I will put Barnett. Barnett makes sense here, dude. Malik's
that's
not.
The reason why they call you low key, bro.
Yeah. No, I think we gotta go with Dillard here, just because simply he's gonna be the starter at tackle. At this point.
Someone said Maddox. In the chat.
We're talking about football, not Nerf guns.
Oh. Derek Barnett.
Stop with the Derek Barnett bullshit.
You guys really think Derek Barnett's bad?
Bro, Derek Barnett's number 24.
Wow.
He's just injured. He's injured. He's not bad.
Okay. And what has he done besides get us the very important fumble recovery?
He's brought pressure. This guy. we got to make a pick, guys.
I already put my pick in. I put Dillard.
Yeah.
Potential project.
I'm going with Dillard.
I'm going with Dillard.
Am I getting ratioed here?
Yo, bro, listen. The more you keep on mentioning Derek Barnett, yeah.
This is how Paul has it chopped out. Dillard, then Malik, then
Cool
Barnett.
with that. Cool
We got a lot of D linemen that are starting to pile up in the middle here.
Shout out to Chris with the Barnett gang.
Chris.
I'm not saying we're not saying
we're not.
Yeah. Like
number 24.
Like, he's good. He did a lot for us Eagle fans. Like the one of the most important play. But when it comes to production and being on the field and having a defensive end where you're like, all right, we count on BG. Can we count on Barnett for a full season? Can we?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I don't know. Yeah, that's still an up in the air thing.
That's all I'm saying. Because think about it. In 2017, the reason why he had so much success was because of rotation. We had Chris Long coming in. He has to be the man this year. So, and until I see something from him, then I'm like, all right.
I would still I would put a retired Chris Long over Derek Barnett.
Rager?
I mean, that is definitely throwing a monkey wrench in here. I would love man. I'm so excited to see Rager actually come out and play with Wentz. Man, that's going to be just jump out off the page talent.
Herm, I can't tell you how excited I am to see screens, like the screen game with that much speed that we have on the offense, and then just seeing him and Deshaun Jackson together just burning people. Oh my! I can't wait.
All right, so number 15. Did we make a decision on number 15? Dillard.
But yeah, like that whole theory that you guys talked about, Dillard he hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, you're still not going to convince me that Barnett is number 15, bro.
I'll just override it.
Just stop. That's the only way this is happening.
Because I'm like you're going off upside, right? Upside. We've seen flashes of Derek Barnett.
Yeah.
We've seen very little of Dillard.
Yes, right? I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I don't know.
Does he owe you money, Prime?
Nah. You know what? Real talk, this might sound a little childish, but when I met him at the Eagles Autism Challenge, rubbed me the wrong way already.
Oh, see, here we go.
Because he got that Kawhi, bro. I'm telling you, he has that Kawhi effect, bro. He has that Kawhi effect. He just has no emotion, like.
Yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way. Nah, seriously, nah. But I mean, look, I just personally, I haven't seen enough from him. That's all. That's me.
All right, I'm gonna just come out and say it. I go Dillard, Rager, Barnett.
I would go Dillard, Rager, Malik Jackson.
Yo,
you see, he's giving me this face. However, he's telling me that Rager's in the top 16. What I just places Rager in the top 16, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yep, he contradicted himself. Yep.
Yep.
But you said Dillard first.
I did.
Yeah, Dillard.
Since we're going off potential. Yeah.
Yep. Dillard, Rager, Malik Jackson.
You said okay. First of all, Gail, you did say. And I agree with you with Hargrave with potential. These guys haven't now. A lot of Eagle fans have not seen him, and we put him in the top 10 because of potential. Okay.
Hey, right? This was part of the group exercise. The group has spoken. The group wants what the group wants.
Plug it, yo.
Hey, can I speak to your manager? One of you guys.
All right.
Yo,
so
my next picture is you when you keep on lifting your hand. That's gonna be my picture of you.
So Dillard is the consensus. Andre
it is.
Andre.
All right.
I'm about to hit Dillard, him up right.
And then you guys are happy
right now.
Are we happy with Rager at 16, or are we going to discuss that or Barnett?
All right, I'll put Barnett right there.
What?
I go Barnett here.
Top 20.
All right, I'll respect the group vote.
Barnett and then
Rager.
Rager.
Mills hasn't even made it.
That's two.
We're getting some strong dislike for Rager in the chat out of nowhere. Off the top rope.
Never mind. Cancel that. I gotta go Jay Mills, right? Because we haven't put Jay Mills.
Oh, the green guy.
We didn't put Jay Mills on there, so Jay Mills got to go next.
Look at this updated list right here.
Okay.
Look at the bottom. Whose list is this? Yours?
I'm just listening to y'all speak, and I'm.
If it was his, it would be number one.
He put number 16 Barnett.
You put him at 16.
You can't ink that one because there's no close whatchamacallit on that one, so you can't ink that one. No.
All right, so you went Barnett and then Mills. Is that what happened there?
Or Malik Jackson.
Malik Jackson. Man, Rager just you put him up on a pedestal and then just ripped it out from under him, man. You get him. You did all this promise. He's a top.
He's my top 16.
He went
I'm going to be surprised if he makes top 25 for you at this point.
Add something to this now.
Barnett and then Malik Jackson. Still no Mills.
Hold on, what happened to my man Mills?
Mills will be number 16 to me. Barnett gotta go.
Are you serious, dude?
I like Barnett.
Yes, dude. I am
serious. Barnett stays. Do
we take it to the chat again?
17.
I'm two for two.
Dash Rank does bring up an interesting point. I mean, you look at Doug Peterson's offense and the wide receivers that we brought in year one. They really haven't. We haven't had a breakout rookie wide receiver yet, have we? In Doug Peterson's offense, it's all guys that come in have put a few years in the league.
I think he's got potential. It's just that that's why he's my top 20.
Yeah, he's in that transition year. As far as Goodwin, honestly, I was looking at those stats. Man, he's a depth guy. I don't think he's going to make this list. He's a guy, another good burner to have on the team, but I'm not so sure he's going to be a key contributor.
Hey Jim,
you better be lucky. You better be lucky if you can get 8 games out of Goodwin. He stays hurt. So it's like 9 games. Hopefully, you can get out of him.
All right,
he's a good player though.
We sticking with that? Barnett and then Jackson,
and then Mills.
Then I guess Mills,
Jackson,
and then Rager.
Well, no. How about we go? Let's talk to the chat here.
Yeah, let's.
Mills or Malik Jackson.
Hold on. Let's ask about the Barnett thing.
Everybody agrees with Barnett. I don't care.
I didn't see everybody agreeing with Barnett.
We got one for Mills. We got
Prime does not like
one for Jackson. Kyle is saying
Mills.
Who?
Shout out to Kyle.
Help me out, guys.
Sanders is already on the list. Miles
nobody agrees with Barnett. See?
Hold on. Paul, where's Paul's Barnett stats?
So basically, Gail is stuck in the past.
1, 2, 3.
Cindy says Mills.
Thank you, Cindy.
Mills.
All right. So far, we've got 9 offensive players, 6 defensive players, and 1 special teamer.
Okay.
Says Mills.
But ask the question. Come on. Ask the question. Does Barnett belong in number 16? I ain't going to let this one go.
He's a starter. He's your starting.
This isn't a Madden lineup, bro. This is an actual lineup here.
Malik Jackson coming on.
Paul Wadey has a theory.
Theory is
going off. Are you going off the 2018 stats?
Yeah, he's stuck in the past.
Yo, who's typing, bro? So here we go. It's Mills.
I think Mills is the move here. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
That was 17, correct? Mills at 17.
Mills at 16.
What?
He's trying to get
you can put an asterisk by that one and just yep, that one was overridden by Gail.
Yeah, you should put an asterisk next to that one.
17 is Mills. Right?
17 is Mills, correct.
18
it goes Dillard, Barnett, then Mills. That's what I have on my official list.
Dillard, Barnett, Mills, and then Malik Jackson.
And then Malik Jackson, 18. I mean, he's got to eventually fit in here. Yeah, yeah.
Y'all got fucking kickers over Malik Jackson.
I'll pick a kicker over Malik Jackson. I'll pick Jalen Hurts over Derek Barnett.
Respect, sir. Respect.
Updated list here.
Malik that's Jackson. Your list. Let it be known that that's Gail's list. Okay.
This is according to the chat, except for
this is not according to the chat.
We've got 7 spots left. It looks like. Who is going to make the cut? I agree with the statement that was made just recently that the rookie wide receivers don't really overly perform.
Yo, you see that comment right there?
He's calling you out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put Steve in the bathroom.
Nah. Nah. Steve don't belong in the bathroom. You belong in the bathroom.
So, how about some more of the guys that have like kind of filled in? I'm looking for my man right now. Hold on. What about a guy like this, or a guy like Avante?
Avante, I would go with Avante.
25. He ain't top 20.
25. You put them after 20?
Yeah, I'll put him after 20.
Where we at? Number 18, Malik Jackson.
18 was Malik Jackson. Yeah.
Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat is in range.
Josh Sweat. You would put Josh Sweat over Jalen Reagor right now?
We can put this. We can put Dash Rink in the bathroom tonight.
That's trash in this
one. Yeah. So, I mean, thoughts? Time to put the rookie in there.
You guys want you guys want Reagor here?
Huh? I do. That's where I'm leaning. I'm leaning Reagor.
That's where you're leaning.
This was hard, man, because
he's a white snake. I know, man. He's
a rookie. This is hard. But we are talking about
he's got high expectations coming into the season now.
What about Isaac Suamalu?
He's a key piece. Can we? Is he a top 25 guy?
I don't think so.
Avante Maddox.
Top 30.
I think Avante is. I really like the whole Rasul Douglas thing is so confusing to me. I feel like he's a better player than he's represented himself in games. You know what I mean? I think he's got his potential is better than what he's shown us, and I really don't know what to think of him. Where does Rasul Douglas stand among you guys in the secondary?
Well, he's putting some work on in this offseason. I've been seeing a lot of his videos. He seems like he's that one that you want to put so much confidence in, but then it's just that letdown, and it's like, shit, man. Like, come on, like you're making me look bad. I put all this time and effort arguing for you and nothing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how Gail is still trying to bullshit the whole Derek Barnett thing, and I'm not.
Besides injury, what else can you say bad about Derek Barnett? Dude's been injured.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah.
What else?
He picked up the strip sack.
And that's it. Okay.
I mean, he gets
that's all I give him credit for.
Nah, man. He's as the pros say, his bend coming around the end there, man. He's
tired of hearing about that.
No, dude, his reach is insane. Come on. He's got insane arm length to be able to get around the outside. He gets to the quarterback quick, man. It's the health thing. That's a drop.
The Eagles autism event. I seen him. I was like, yo, man, this Remember, I think it was you, Prime, when I said, yo, Arnett lost mad weight, dude.
Yeah.
I said he lost like at least 20 after he had that surgery on his shoulder. I was like, damn, yo, he lost a lot of weight. I don't know how he's going to gain all that weight back before the season. Remember me saying that to you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if his body's back, but
Yeah, have you ever regarded Barnett as a hothead in games?
He is a hothead in games. He costs us a lot.
Then he did. He was in there. He was up there with the penalties. I mean, do you remember the Green Bay game?
He hit Jamal.
Yeah, I mean,
Jamal.
I flipped out. I flipped out to the
Jamal
TV
Williams.
when he did that.
The
What
running
the hell
back.
did you do that for?
He said, so are we going to flip Barnett to 18? You want to do that to make everyone feel good?
You ain't
Barnett to
making me feel
18?
good, but you are.
Will that make everyone feel good?
I'm fine with Barnett where he is, man.
At 16,
Barnett where
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Like I said, he's top 20, but I don't know.
But, I mean, even basing it off of last year, I mean, Malik Jackson ended up getting hurt last year. He had more of an impact than Malik Jackson did.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're talking about players who've been hurt. You could talk about Avonte Maddox, who gives you cornerback, slot cornerback, safety versatility. Is that worth it for you guys?
Avonte Maddox.
Yeah.
So does the Green Goblin, bro.
I got you on that, but the thing is about the Green Goblin was different is he got amnesia. So he'll go out the next play and make a play and say, what's up?
Yeah. Now, that is one thing that you could definitely speak highly of Jalen Mills in his career. He's got the short-term memory, man. Like, there's been times, I mean, like, if we're being straight up, he's been beat before bad, and then he comes back and bounces back, has a great next play. Yeah, that's the type of personality you need to have in that position.
Exactly. I feel that with Maddox, man, I feel like all his interceptions have been he's just at the right place at the right time.
Right. Apparently, he's good with the sticks as well. Plays for Fortnite,
fairly.
according to Steven.
That's how I feel with him. I think he's dope. But at 19, 20,
is this Josh Sweat territory?
I like Josh Sweat, but I think that's.
I do too, and I think Josh Sweat is gonna like grow even more this year. I think he's got potential to really. I wouldn't like put breakout season on his name, but like as far as like really prove himself as a key rotational guy, I think he's got potential to do that this year for sure.
And the other like Sumalu is another guy who gives you that versatility, which is like if someone got injured at right tackle, he could step in at right tackle. He could step in at left guard,
center,
he could step in at center, and he could step in at left guard. So if you're looking at like a jack of all trades type, then
Now, honestly, like just because of that versatility and the reliability that you get out of Isaac Seumalo, I think honestly he's the guy that we have to start considering on this list.
Me and Dash
him at number 19.
I think I would put Seumalo over Sweat as well.
I would.
Are we friends again, Dash Frank? Dash Frank, I appreciate you stopping by. You've been active in the chat. This is what it's about. We want the chat to be an integral part of this list here. So
yes.
We putting some Sumalu next,
but low key is throwing haymakers. I'm just saying.
Now this is very difficult, man.
This is divided.
I'm going with
Seumalo at 20. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have Rager on the list yet, right?
19.
Yep.
At 19.
Okay.
I mean, we have seen Sumalu do it. You know what I mean? We've seen him do it.
He's a guy that he's like a smaller kind of big V, whereas a guy that's just been reliable, a nice, good depth body to have on that offensive line. Versatile as well. You can plug him in wherever you need to put him.
All right, well, getting the list here.
Yeah, so now we are into the 20s. Isaac Seumalo, the last team.
Where's that asterisk at?
Who's number 2? Y'all gotta take this one to the bank. Who you got that number 20?
I'm surprised nobody said Jalen Hurts yet.
It's coming. It's coming.
You say Ertz? Right? Hurts is already on the board.
No. Jalen Hurts.
Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
Trevor Williams, forgotten talent.
Oh, I forgot about Trevor
Williams.
Yeah. Steve jumps in from the top rope. Greg Ward.
There it is. Greg Ward love.
I called it.
We got Mills at 17.
How many practice squad people are we allowed to have? I'll rank them in there.
Josh Sweat.
Yeah. What's a shame is that we were really. Let me pull it up first off. The guy that should be on this list should when we drafted him for potential, it should have been this guy. He's not going to make the list. This has been a letdown, man. This career so far has just this is the make it or break it year. Can we determine that, right? Like if Sidney doesn't pop off this year, we're done with the Sidney Jones project.
To put some positivity on Sidney Jones' name, he did come alive at the end of the year. He did. He came alive at the end of the year. That Cowboys game, man, that was great coverage. What he did, that was great coverage. It would just be nice to see consistency.
Well, there's a lot of love for Greg Ford right now in the chat.
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
At number 20?
No, man, there's no
over
way.
Over Rager?
Over Rager? Get out of here. No. People got excited last year. You have to put into perspective that, what the Eagles did at the end of the season last year was incredible. The fact that they were able to string together an offense with the players that they had and actually pull out wins from those games is absolutely incredible. It's a testament to Doug Peterson's game plan. I wouldn't so much like Greg Ward. You filled in, you did great, man. But going forward, you're not a top 25 guy on this team, man. Come on, let's be real.
Right.
All right. in the concept of time, we have to come up with some players here in the top 25. We got 5 more players.
Yeah. 6 more.
King Austin, the White Snake is coming.
So do we go? Who are we before decide between Seumalo and who else? Avante Maddox? Do we go Avante 20?
Nicky Roll?
No, but Herm, you mentioned LeBlanc.
I did. I mentioned them both.
What about Nickel Roby Coleman?
Oh yeah,
Nickel Roby Coleman, another. Dude, I really, honestly, Cravon is a guy that burst onto the scene, and we talk about players that have that sort of swagger to them. Cravon was that guy, man, who just
Cravon was
not just walk the walk, but I loved his talk as well, man. He brought that energy,
strap, bro. He was grabbing the straps.
Yeah, he was.
It just hurt that he got that injury.
Yeah, he got hurt, man. That sucked.
But Nickel Roby Coleman, he's been brought in to be a starter.
Yeah. So should we go? Should we go Nickel then?
I would go with Nicky.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, look at that.
Nickel Roby Coleman.
USC.
Love USC.
You ain't go. What's up, Brian?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Say it with the chest.
Nah.
And to me though, honestly. We're getting towards the end of this list, but I think Avante and Cravon still have space on this list. I don't know about you guys.
I'm with you on that. I am. It's a breakout year for both of those guys just as well. So
yeah,
is this
pretty much no
year
choice
for Maddox?
I believe it's contract year for both of them. To be honest with you. Yeah. It's a lot, man.
I feel like
Nickel Roby-Coleman is going to be like that. Pat Robinson, Patrick. You know what I'm saying? That Robinson pickup, that signing like that. I feel like he's going to be like one of those guys. Like I remember beginning of the year, he was terrible. Pat, he was terrible. I was like, he ain't even making the team. And then he just came on, and he was great.
Right.
Okay, we got five guys left. 5 guys left here.
Yep. For me, this next one is Rager. That's where I finally pulled the trigger on Rager. I don't know if you guys are ready to do that yet, but as far as what I've seen, what I'm excited to see him do, I'm ready to pull the trigger on that.
I could be okay with Rager here. I could also be okay with Maddox here.
I have to put Maddox here.
Okay. So is the vote Maddox over Rager? Maddox then Rager?
Sorry, Hollywood. I'm gonna go with Maddox too.
All right. No hurt feelings here. I mean, I'll just start crying after the mic is turned off.
After.
I mean, technically he's number 20, and Barnett's still off my list, but you know.
All right, we're at 23. We got 3 more to fill here. 23, 24, 25.
Who's at 20? 21.
20, we have Nickel Roby-Coleman. 21, Avante Maddox, and 22, Jalen Rager.
Who's 21 and 2?
Avante Maddox. How about strap? Time for the strap?
Who's at number 22?
He's a bench player, too. That's what's crazy.
23 is Rager.
Who's number 22?
22 is Rager. I apologize.
23.
Yo, good question. Who's going to be starting opposite side?
That's what we're figuring out.
Of Darius. Do you think that's going to be Maddox?
I think it's going to be what. I'm excited to see the cornerback competition this year. I think it's really it's up for grabs. I think Jalen's going to drop back further in the secondary. He's kind of going to be taken out of the mix. He's going to get more snaps at safety. But I think that between Avante, maybe even Rasul could get thrown in there. I don't know. It's kind of wide open.
Josh Sweat is still around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Josh Sweat. We're getting some Corey Clement love in the chat. You think he's still got anything in the tank, or what are we expecting out of Corey Clement moving forward?
Not much. I don't even think he's going to make the team.
I love my Jersey native, but now I'm good.
He's your fourth.
You don't think he makes the team? You think Boston Scott makes it before him? Okay, it's a fair opinion.
Due to the fact Boston Scott, I mean, they both offer the same thing. They can play special teams, and they be that third down running back, or throw them in a wild card type of thing. But I feel like Corey lost a step with the injuries. Yeah, I think he lost. That's how I feel. I love my Jersey native. I'm from Jersey too, South Jersey.
Same.
So.
Represent.
But, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We don't get no love, but I got to put it out.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We're killing it in the COVID situation, man. New Jersey's killing it COVID-wise. So for me, how I would play these out, I would put LeBlanc. What?
Well, hold on. Do that again? You're putting Boston?
I'm not.
Oh.
I wouldn't even be surprised, man.
I go LeBlanc 23, Josh Sweat 24.
White Snake 25.
I think I'd go Sweat over LeBlanc.
Would you? All right.
I would.
Who do you think ends up seeing more field time this year?
LeBlanc.
Nah, man, LeBlanc he's fighting. He's fighting for snaps. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's up in the air right now. Remember,
I think he's got the talent to earn them, though. Like you say, he's fighting for snaps. I think he's got the talent to earn them.
Because last year I said that was my guy that was going to come out and do his thing, but then the injury just killed all that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is difficult, man.
Yeah.
No, you're being difficult for putting Derek Barnett on this damn list.
All right,
he's not
spot 23. We're gonna have all of our votes here. We got Cravon, or we got Josh Sweat.
Cravon.
I got Sweat.
All right, we got to go to the chat.
Go to the chat.
Sweat.
Chat, is it going to be Sweat or Cravon at 23?
Sweat brought a different
and then the
impact.
other will be 24, right? We agree on that?
He brings a different impact. That's why it's called a secondary. He's a secondary player.
Low key says.
Low key saying Sweat. There's a lot of there's some TJ Edwards love going on in the chat too. All right. I'm willing to concede. I'll give Sweat the nod.
Can we get?
I'll give Sweat.
Can we
Sweat
get some more comments on here?
Yeah, I mean, like, can I see? Can we see?
Yeah.
Cindy's with Sweat. All right, that's 2.
Like Cindy. Shout out
to Cindy.
I'm on the Sweat wave. Sweat to me is Barnett.
hey, yo, Cozy. Hey, Cozy, don't sweat me. Don't sweat me, kid.
Sayamalo is in there. Sayamalu.
Yeah, he's in there.
Number 19. Number 19. All right, we'll go Sweat. Sweat, and then we got 2 spots left. I say Cravon 24, and then it's Cam Johnson.
Stop disrespecting my man. Stop disrespecting the White Snake, all right?
All right.
Nah, I thought you want to put your boy on there, Nick Gary.
That's the White Snake.
That's the White Snake he's talking about. That's the White Snake he's talking about. So I'm just gonna.
My man gives it 110.
What about Rasul?
I love Russell. The problem is though
he gets burnt.
It's inconsistent. Like he's just not consistent.
Truthfully, bro, I really hope he has a good year, man. The kid deserves it. The kid deserves it.
He works his butt off. He works his
he works his butt off. It's hurts over
White Snake at 25.
Yeah,
White Snake at 25. You see?
Yo, they just put all the Jalen's from here on out. Roll out all the Jalen's.
All right, so I said we wrap this up with Cravon and then the White Snake.
The White Snake. Let's make it happen, bro.
Nah, I'm putting Boston Scott over White Snake.
Gary, yeah.
Oh, now you want to challenge me because I won't leave the Barnett thing alone?
Dude, think about impact plays, Prime. Do you think that Boston Scott has like not only the potential, but in the past has had more impactful plays?
Yeah, over Barnett all day.
No, then Gary. Nick Gary had that interception that you.
I'm not going to be Gale here, man. I'm not going to be Gale here, man. Yes, you are right. That's a valid point. Boston Scott definitely come and did his thing. Yeah. I ain't going to bullshit you like Gale, you know what I mean, with the Barnett situation. Okay.
So it took an hour and 33 minutes, but I think we have a final list here, don't we?
Minus the Barnett, yeah.
Did you put White Snake at 25?
No, we went with Boston Scott at 25.
So we put Cravon at 24?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I went rogue on that one, but that was my decision.
Oh, see here he slept in a Cravon.
Yeah, he sure did. And he did that
just
all
like you slipped in Barnett.
He didn't even take a vote. He said that's all me.
Evan, you're allowed one because he got one off, all right?
Oh, see, what is it? What is that, wife privilege? What is this?
Listen, what I say goes. It's going to be Cravon at 24.
I get questioned for like 3 hours of it.
Don't start your shit, man.
Yo, number 25, we had who?
Boston Scott.
Yo, Greg Ward?
That's what I was about to say. You put him over Greg Ward?
I would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Boston Scott did more than Greg Ward. Hate to tell you, bro. He did.
What's the chat say on that one?
Leave Hollywood alone. Damn, Cindy.
Shout out to
We
Cindy.
1-1. We gotta get one more person. 1-1. Tiebreaker.
Yo, Boston Scott or Greg Ward. Leave it to the chat. This is up to the chat. The chat gets the. This is your vote here.
I think everybody's gonna pick Greg Ward.
Who's it gonna be? Do 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 do.
Hey,
Somebody got the Jeopardy music?
Hey, chat. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ward, then Scott is what the first vote in.
I can feel that. I feel
And
that.
then TJ Edwards crawling onto the list.
26.
Oh, there's a vote for Scott here. It's tied right now. We needed a tiebreaker.
Oh,
Scott.
Scott? Over Greg Ward? This man never dropped a pass.
Yo, the chat is speaking right now. They're all over the Boston Scott here.
all right. Looks like the Mike Scott. Looks like what it is.
Scott.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I agree. I think everybody. I think the case has been made.
Baby Yoda made it.
I'm updating the list here. Hold on. At 24, we had Cravon, and then 25, we had Boston Scott.
Prom, are you satisfied?
He's not.
I'm good. I'm good. I still need an asterisk by that number 16 pick, but you know what I mean.
This guy. Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's end this. Be fair. Let's end this with a with or without asterisk next to number 16 on the chat. That's all right. You can give me the face all you want.
Okay, what if you're looking at the chat? What is the most controversial pick?
Yes, there we go. There it is.
Sorry, Gail. You're going to take the L on this one, Jay. You're my guy, though.
The most.
He's not going to admit. He's not going to admit to it.
LeBlanc.
Number 16.
We're getting LeBlanc in there.
LeBlanc. My sneak right there.
Oh.
Alshon. I was expecting, honestly, more blowback for having Alshon as high as he was.
No, because that was my pick. You know I love my man. That's my man, yo. He can never do me wrong, man.
That's interesting, man. Interesting.
Barnett being on that list.
Paul says the only pick I don't agree with is the Barnett pick. Gail, can you pursue me to change my mind? I'm just going off of his injury. Like some of the other guys that we have on this list have been injured. Malik Jackson is up there. You know, like Dillard, we're going off upside. There's players on this list. I mean, Barnett has continued to bring pressure. Has he got the sack? That's the one thing that we're lacking is sacks from Barnett. But he does bring pressure. And he has been injured twice. So I feel like, you know, it is what it is. Trox disappeared. Someone call 911.
Trox is AWOL.
Call the golf cops.
I think the golf cops did get called.
Yo, I'm going to be honest. This test was probably the most challenging thing I've done in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like honestly, I think when you first proposed the idea, I was like, oh, that should be an easy discussion.
Your mic, dude.
There you go.
Because you're thinking about it, you get to the middle of the pack when you're hitting around 20 to 25. Those are like the guys coming off the bench.
Exactly, and it's hard to sift through those guys and really, you know, figure out who's on top of who.
Because if you're looking at like a Rager, we have him around 20.
20, 23 or 22.
And I bet you once the season
Rager was 22.
And let's stay positive. I bet you Rager will jump. He'll jump way up.
Yeah, he can get in the teens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, going back to the comment that the
shout out to Jenny.
These first year receivers coming into Doug Peterson's playbook and really not working out. The one thing I see difference with Rager though is like he's not that wide out. He's a slot, and slots are going to be seeing that ball way more. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be a different perspective with Jalen Rager this season.
You don't think we see Rager on the outside at all?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no to that because you got Alshon. You got depending on their health.
Yeah.
You got Alshon, Deshaun holding that part down, where they're going to use Rager in the slot. Now, if something goes wrong, then yes, we slide him over.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Rager, he's versatile. You know what I'm saying? He's a versatile piece. So.
Yeah, and to piggyback off what Gail is saying, I think it's going to be easier for Rager to learn one position, to learn those routes on that side. You can't throw him in the fire like they did JJ. I think JJ's confidence with learning every position, every route that he had to run in his tree. He doesn't. When you're a wide receiver, and Gail, you know this. When you run a specific route tree, and then you go into the pros and try to run that route tree, it's not going to work half the time. I think with Rager though, his speed and his quickness is out of this world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. So it's like, you're going to have somebody that's in the slot that's going to be able to just burn anybody.
Right. His vertical and his 40 just like is those things that like just get me so excited about it, man. He to me is like
a 4.2. Was it 4.2?
Yeah, high 4.2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, he to me reminds me of a Tyreek Hill type of player, like that, just that kind of dynamic, can jump out of the gym, can one of the fastest players on the field, and dude, really elusive, can make moves in space, like just all the different types of ways we can use him between screens, between going deep, dude. He can jump that list high.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank the chat. First, I want to thank you guys on the show, first of all, and then the chat, secondly. I thought together we came up with some good options. I saw a lot of people throwing out some good options later in the, from the 15 to the 25. I felt like we were at a cafeteria and there's a food fight throwing people, Boston Scott, the Bills, oh, you crazy. But I think
it was a good discussion, though. It was a good discussion in the chat.
But now, like,
I would have threw my whole damn tray at you, bro.
I know, man. But I mean, if you look at the top,
throwing everything, son, he's throwing.
If you look at the top of the list, are there any questionable picks in the top 10?
I don't think so.
The only thing I thought was if there was a Brandon Brooks would be a top 5. But
I agree with that. Yeah.
That's the only thing that I had a problem with. But he's injured. He's not playing this year. So that's the only thing I have.
If I'm looking at the top 5, I could honestly also switch Kelsey and Slay. Just me. But it wouldn't be a huge switch up. But like that would be one thing. Looking at the top 5, I would do on my own personal list.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Kelsey is like, if when Kelsey's not in there, it's a tough task for Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm. But like when we don't have a number 1 cornerback in there, it's a tough task for our defense, man.
I mean, I'm hoping Darius Slay is that guy for us. It's going to be.
You are Mr. Speak it into existence. So speak it into existence. No, I hope this.
Exactly.
No, I've been calling for Darius Slay for 2 years now, so
yeah,
I'm excited.
Bro, he's going to be dope. He's wearing number 24. He's going to be dope.
Mamba. Are we calling him? You can't call him Mamba though.
No, I'm calling him Mamba.
I already made the jersey.
You already made a Mamba?
Yeah, I already put it on there. I'm ready. No, he's Mamba. He's Mamba to me.
We got to ask the chat if that's disrespectful.
That's a tight one. That's a tight one.
It's a little disrespectful.
That's not disrespectful. That's his favorite player. He's dedicated the season
to Kobe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just that's dope in my opinion.
No, I got you. Yeah, he influenced a lot of people.
No, I was thinking about getting a Kobe Bryant Eagles jersey.
Number 8.
Yeah,
that would be pretty fire.
Yeah, I got.
There was a guy.
I got a rest in peace Mamba jersey done.
Yeah, I got a Lower Marion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen the Lower Marion jersey. That one's sick.
I was gonna do an Eagles jersey and put number 33 and say like Lower Marion or like Philly Great. I was gonna do something cool, but I figured just go 24 and say Mamba. So I did that. I'm just waiting on it to arrive.
Yeah,
this damn COVID's messing everything up, bro.
Do you want us to call you Tim? Do you want us to call you Mamba now?
No.
King
That's
Mamba.
King Mamba.
You could be the King Cobra. There it is.
Yo, that's a good name.
I like that. With a K. Cobra with a K. I like it.
You're dope, Herb.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm like I literally need to take a nap after this challenge. Yeah. The top 25. I was thinking about doing a top 53, but I was like, nah, we can't do that.
We'd be here all night long.
I thought the top 25 was a good test. Like me and Evan.
That definitely was.
Last week we were going to do the top 10 Eagles players, the most important players to get us to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But another podcast did one right before we were going to do our podcast.
Right before we're about to go on air.
Yeah, shout out to us at Eagles Brawl. But any closing words for the fans out there?
Just a happy July 4th, everybody. Thank you for checking in. I hope everybody, did. Not to say the cliche joke, but there was no JPPs out there. I hope that everybody stayed safe, socially distanced correctly, especially my New Jersey peeps. Let's keep those numbers low. I want to see busted seats this September. But thank you for everybody checking in. Happy holidays,
Prime,
and thank you to everybody that served as well.
Yeah.
Take it one day at a time. Yeah, definitely happy 4th, and thank you to all that made the 4th of July possible. Really appreciate you guys. But yeah, stay safe, man, because I'm with Evan, man. The safer we stay, we'll have a football season. But the more we go ahead and play around with this shit, it's just jeopardizing that. But at the end of the day, everybody just needs to be safe for their own.
Don't play with fire.
Yeah.
Right.
King, or shall I say Mamba?
King Cobra. King Cobra.
King Cobra. That's the new one. Yo, happy 4th. I hope everybody is safe. Please wear your mask. You don't have to be a tough guy. Just wear the mask. It's gonna, provide everybody else for safety. And thank you for inviting me on the show, guys. Y'all know I love 4th and Jawn. I love
anytime, man.
Anytime. You're my guys, man. So
always, bro. Always.
Positive vibes from Arizona, man. Arizona, we're raising high. We're as bad as New York. That's basically the numbers are going up. So, man. I'm just staying inside with my wife and my daughter, and salute to everybody that fought for this country, and thank you for everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just want to shout out.
Give the girls our love, man.
Appreciate it.
Give the girls our love.
Give the kids,
man. Absolutely.
Yeah, just want to shout out all the people in the comments, man. Appreciate all the people in the comments giving feedback. Each one teach one. Obviously, we're all trying to come together and have fun during this quarantine time. It was a great mental test just to see how everyone's minds were working. So it was great to see. But from us at 4th and Jawn, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you guys in the next one. And fly, Eagles, fly.
That was good, bro.